Hi yogis, I'm Sadie Nardini. Welcome to my podcast for opening the inner thighs in seated postures like goddess pose and wide angle. I'll see you on the mat. So you can begin always by warming up. Doing 3 to 5 of my core sun salutations would be amazing. And to open those inner thighs, you don't just want to stretch cold ever. It doesn't do anything but pull at the attachments at the knees and hips. No good. So when you're nice and warm, I want you to come down here to goddess pose, bringing the balls of your feet together. Now, something a lot of people do is to smush the heels together too, and it's kind of tough on the knees because as you fold forward, your upper legs are going to twist open quite a lot. But with feet together, your feet stay stable, but your knees take the twist, and we don't ever want the knees to twist. So instead, you can press the balls of your feet together and allow the feet to move, allow the heels to lift up a little bit as you bend forward. Okay? So if that's completely uncomfortable for you, you can kind of cross the feet at the arches and keep them lifted like that. So instead of pressing them together, you kind of lay them in. Just make sure to do the other one and keep those outer ankles pretty lifted. Okay? But balls of the feet together is nice. So take your inner thighs, roll them back, and roll the flesh from the sitting bone back. We're just trying to get the sit bones set back in space nicely. And hang on to the shins. This is not a pose to be rushed. So we're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, it's tricky, but you need to draw your navel in as you reach your heart forward. So you don't ever want to begin to round forward too much and press out through your back body or press the legs down. Never do that. Instead, keep the spine nice and long. Draw your navel in to scoop the tailbone down, which helps to open those inner thighs. But you've got to keep your heart really long. At some point, you're going to have to round slightly down here because the pelvis only sits straight up at a 90-degree angle. So it's not really going to fold forward with you too much more. So you're going to have to lengthen through the heart a lot. Wave forward. Keep those heels lifted so the entire leg rolls out. And once you get low enough, I like to place the elbows in front of my shins because pressing back on the elbows really helps me get a nice stretch through the heart. It's harder to get when you're just out here in space. Also, hands behind you, very nice. Rock the navel into your spine. Keep the heart long and watch that your head stays back in line with your spine. So goddess pose, moving down, moving down, moving down. And over time, you get pretty low. You can also try this diamond pose where you move the feet out a little bit more. Same alignment applies. Inhaling here, keeping the navel reaching way back into your spine as you fold. Use those elbows to provide you nice lengthening resistance. Okay? So from here, over time, you can come down and place your forehead into the soles of your feet, and it feels really cool. Just don't force it to happen. Okay? If you feel any pain at all in your knees, too much in the attachment of the groins, back it off. Not worth it. Stay up nice and tall and breathe into the opening energy of your hips. Finally, you can come into wide angle, which is here. Again, roll the sit bone flesh way back, giving yourself the best chance to move forward. And what I like to do here is not just jam into the pose because it's very stretchy already for most people. Activate your legs strongly. Don't do it so much your heels lift. That's hyperextension. Keep the heels down. But really ground down. You want to feel your leg muscles working. You'll inhale and actually arch through your back. I would put my hand on the back of the head and press back and arch. The reason is so you can keep the back muscles working and contracting for a moment. Then when you fold forward, you're going to counter lengthen them, and since they just worked, they're going to open a lot faster. So again, press here. If you've got a friend, they can gently press on your shoulder blades, your upper back. And you can press into them, resist, resist, resist for about 5 seconds. And then release a little bit deeper. Strong legs. Okay, so navel draws in, heart expands, and over time you can wave from side to side over those earthy legs. You're going to get pretty low. You can relax the head, but keep the heart really reaching. And maybe take a turn to one side. If you're over the right leg, your right rib cage tends to collapse. You want to lift it up. Keep that navel active, and then the other side. Feels really good. And then when you come back to center, you're going to get even lower than before. So I hope some of those alignment secrets have helped you move deeper into your posture. And over time, you'll get more and more open and stronger at the core. Have fun with that one. Namaste.